Tyler McGee here, coming to you from Orange County National. Nice sunny day. We got the Corn Ferry Tour out here at Orange County this week. They're just set up on the other side of the range today, so it's always neat watching. You know, as you sort of walk by, they sort of have their own little bubble, so you can't really go onto the range right now with the events, which is a little bit of a bummer. But you get, you know, you can sort of, as you walk sort of around, you can see all the guys doing their different focuses to get ready for the week. There's some low scores yesterday, so it's always fun when they're at the home track, you know, to see how the guys are playing it. So just looking at a tendency that I've seen in a couple players recently and some things to do to help body position coming into impact. Okay, so I've had a couple players that I've been working with the pattern of moving past the ball, trying to get better contact. So the miss tendency is thin, okay? So thin, intuitively, oh, thin is because I'm too far back, right? That's usually when I'm talking back and forth with the player, they think, oh, I'm hitting a thin because I'm too far back coming into impact. But what's actually happened is they're actually moved so far forward that as they come in, they're having to let the club release and they're having to stand up, okay? So they're having to go this way and then stand up through the hitting zone. So when that happens, the club is early released, they're past it, and as they're coming in, they're letting the club out here so the low point is back far enough to get the golf ball. But what that leads to is a combination of forward and up, usually leading to like more of a thin type of hit. It's hard to get the compression because their upper body is actually so far past the golf ball. So with this, a couple of things that you can do with that as a focus, and it's one thing. So if you change one thing, what's going to offset it, right? So if I'm used to being over here and not really rotating much, well, if I stay back and I do the same release pattern, I'm going to even hit it. I'll hit it heavy or even more thin, right? So that's not going to work. So a good way to think about it is if you're a person that gets ahead of it, which is a fair amount of people, it's the idea of in the first move, this shoulder is going to start to move out of the way, and then as I get into here, you can see how I still have pressure on both of my feet at this point in the downswing in this rep. As I get into here, I'm going to get this trail arm to extend past my hip so I can use my hands to help me deliver the shot, okay? So it's one of those things, everyone's so different when it comes to the golf swing. So if that's your pattern, you cannot just feel like, oh, I'm going to just relax my arms and it'll be all good. Because if you do that, you're going to have a really tough time getting compression. So with the drill, you'd be here, you come in, head staying in the same spot, feeling like the shoulders moving away from your head, and then you're going to use your hands to extend into the ground to get used to delivering a nice hit, because you're used to having the arm sort of pinned, say this way, okay? Where what we're trying to do is keep our space, left shoulder moves away, and then I can use my hands to help me create that nice delivery position, okay? So that's super important. I'll just chip one out there with that idea. I've been using, you can use, if you're on the range, you don't have a mirror or something, or you could always video yourself, but if you don't, I'll just put it in the video, a shadow drill that I use for the exact same thing, okay? Just to give the player the reference. So the player's used to this look, okay, moving up and forward. What we're gonna do is keep the shoulder out of the way. We're gonna stay back and down into our legs so my right shoulder and right elbow can get more in front of me to create a big strike. I'm guessing this will be a divot. Yeah, so that's just to encourage the low point to keep moving forward. If it's, you know, it's one of those things, it's just trying to find the right fix and keys for your game. Like the guys on the Corn Ferry this morning, everyone's doing their own type of rehearsal, their own type of practice swing to help them with the feel that they're trying to hit good golf shots. I hope this helps. If you need any more help specifically for your game, check out tylermcghiegolf.com.